Many of you are feeling the stress of waiting very intensely. December 20, 2013. We are very rapidly approaching the moment for which you have all been praying while strongly holding the intent to bring it about, and your prayers and intent have been and continue to be extremely powerful. You will not be disappointed. God has promised and He always delivers. Many of you are feeling the stress of waiting very intensely, and it is causing you anxiety. Therefore you need to relax daily into your quiet inner space and allow your guides, mentors, and guardian angels to talk to you, and uplift you and inspire you as they embrace you in a loving hug. You are the beloved children of God, eternally enfolded in His loving embrace, and that will never change. The illusion, your present state of experiencing life as humans, is not your natural state. It is unreal. It is a concept that you imagined into existence eons ago, but only for a very brief instant. However, while you are within it, the time element is quite overwhelming for you as you consider geological periods of time stretching back to the Big Bang and possibly even before it. In the illusion you made yourselves seemingly very small and insignificant in relation to your imaginary environment, universe upon universe without end, and so life, as you experience it, seems very fragile and insecure. Rejoice in the certain knowledge that it is unreal, and that you are in truth at home and sleeping deeply as you dream collectively to maintain the illusion. As I have said before, it is impossible to remain asleep indefinitely, and your moment for awakening is approaching, very rapidly. Keep holding the intent to bring it about, because it is very effective and you will awaken. In fact, many of you are stirring as you have had more than enough of the illusory dream and nightmare, and the energy of your stirring is nudging others into a similar state. The tipping point, the point at which the collective intent to maintain the illusion is changed to a collective intent to allow it to dissolve, is very close. Then you will move into the state that I refer to as the happy dream in my relatively recent book, A Course in Miracles. From that joyous state it is a very short journey home to a state of oneness with our divine source. Remember, anything that is not actually occurring in the presence of God, the Mother, the Source, is unreal and does not last, but as you begin enjoying life, seemingly to the full in the happy dream, that really will not be an issue. You have all experienced periods as children when you were so caught up in your imaginary games that all awareness of time dissolved. And others of you have experienced that same sense as adults in moments of great creativity. You are brought out of that creative state by hunger, someone addressing you, or some other distraction only to find that hours have passed in what to you seems to have been but a few minutes. It is a state that you would all love to re-experience, and so you will. The happy dream state is one in which there can be no pain, suffering, or conflict, only harmonious interaction, because all that could conflict with a state of loving harmony will have faded away into the nothingness from which you imagined it into being. You will be free to socialize in whatever way suits you, from grand social occasions, to small intimate gatherings, to being quite alone while experiencing God's loving embrace. What you are to experience will be constantly uplifting, inspiring, and utterly enjoyable, because all worries and anxieties will have dissolved, leaving you free to be fully yourselves, each one of you exploring and engaging with your vast creative potentials in any way that appeals to you. Your eternal happiness is divinely assured, guaranteed, and inescapable, which is definitely the state in which you would all choose to be eternally present. You have only experienced other states or conditions because you were experimenting both with your free will and with your immense God-endowed creative powers in ways that were, to put it very mildly, rather less than wise. The choice has now been made collectively to cease following paths that lead to conflict and disharmony, and therefore suffering, pain, anxiety, and of course any forms of betrayal will no longer occur in your lives, having dissolved back into the nothingness of being neither thought of or imagined. You truly are well on your way home to eternal joy and happiness that at present you cannot even begin to imagine. You have never been truly alone, abandoned, or lost, even though it often seems to you that you are. Reality is God, who is all that is, so each one of you is and only can be an essential aspect of that divine source, eternally and unbreakably connected to that from which you were created for eternal joy. You are now getting ready to leave behind forever the illusion and all its misery, as you awaken into unimaginable wonder. Nothing can prevent your imminent awakening, so hold the intent ever more firmly as you shake yourselves enthusiastically awake. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com